This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
In the meantime, we all have our smartphones, our desktop computers, our tablets. So much of our life is lived online, but how much is staring at the screen costing our health, especially our eye health? We have Dr. Ronald Brand with International Eye Care here this morning to give us some tips on how to avoid eye strain that comes from our daily digital lifestyle. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thanks, Ella. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So I know that this is a problem and it's starting to become a problem for younger kids because nowadays I feel everybody either has a smartphone or a tablet or they're constantly looking at a computer screen. So what are some of the things associated that we'll start seeing in our eyes when it comes to digital eye strain?
Well, it's basically boils down to just earlier fatigue than you would expect. So how your eyes feel when they're really tired at the end of a long day is going to be happening sooner. For some people, that's tearing, dryness. They feel like they want to rub their eyes, blurred vision, just being very tired eyes.
So now let's go ahead and talk about some tips on how to avoid that. What can we do? I know that a lot of us can't live without our smartphone or our tablet. So what are things that we can do to avoid digital eye strain?
Well, remember that the eyes are relaxed when you look far away, and all the muscles are tight when you look up close. So we try to go by the 20-20-20 rule, which is after every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break and focus on something 20 feet away. And that'll give you a little bit of a break in there. And then to get up and move around once in a while is great.
Now, some recommend wearing computer glasses. Do you recommend that even if we don't need it? Like, what does that do for us?
Well, it depends on a person's normal vision, but if you are focused on the computer for a great length of time, your eyes really like some help to do that focusing. And many of us, if we have the need for reading glasses anyway, if you can't focus on your computer in a comfortable posture and you're tilting your head up or leaning in, you probably need some computer glasses so that you can be comfortable physically while you're focused comfortably at the computer.
Interesting. Now, what about eye drops? Do you recommend those?
Sure, if your eyes are dry, drops will help. More important probably is remembering to blink. The blink rate's about every 15 seconds or so, and it's almost half that if you're concentrating something on the computer, which cumulatively over the day really adds up in terms of the dryness. The tears are very important for nutrition for the eye.
Now, what about people that wear contacts? Do they feel like they can get like digital strain faster? Because like you said, blinking is really important. I know sometimes I'm concentrated and all of a sudden my eyes are really dry. So,
well, not necessarily faster, but they do sometimes have some dry eye issues with their contacts, and there are special materials that help with dryness. And the contacts don't really have the same kind of glare issues that eyeglasses do. With eyeglasses, you can use a non-glare material, which will cut down a lot on the reflections of the computer and help that way, and we just don't see that with contacts.
Interesting. Now, can any of this damage be permanent?
Generally not. I think cumulatively you will get some new blood vessel growth if your eyes are that much deprived, but most of it really is just day-to-day fatigue, and of course the demand has gone up so great with kids and anybody that's on a computer. They're on them all the time.
And when should we contact an eye doctor if we are experiencing problems?
Well, at your regular visit, your optometrist will ask you about your computer usage, and the more information you have about the kind of computer and how far away it sits and your different work environment details will be really helpful in deciding on what prescription is best for you. But anytime you think you have a problem, that's a good time.
Yeah, so and always just take some breaks, blink, make sure you have a good posture when you are looking at the computer screen. Thank you so much, Dr. Brand. What we'll do is we'll post everything on our website at heartlandconnection.com. We'll also link up your information with International Eye Care Center here in Kirksville if anybody has any questions about that. Thanks again for coming on.
Okay, great. Thanks
and we'll
a lot.
be right back.